Hi everyone, it's me, Shauntae Jordan, your program mentor with Western Governors University. I am so excited to be able to talk with you today. I want to wish you a happy new year. It has been an extraordinary start, right? If you're anything like me, it's probably come with a bang. It's the new year. And most people think that we're supposed to be off to a great start with wonderful resolutions and all kinds of things happening. But did you know that out of the 40% of Americans who actually set New Year's resolutions, only 8% actually meet them? I was just speaking with one of my students stating that, New Year's resolutions are great for you to have intentions and set intentions, but I really am all about life plans and creating big visions so that you can be able to break those down monthly, daily, or in your hourly plans so that you can better reach your goals. Today, I wanted to just talk with you. First of all, I am just really excited to share some things that I have knowledge that I've gained from my students over the past 2 years here at Western Governors. I am a program manager mentor, must be speaking into prophecy, but no, program mentor for WGU Business IT Management. I simply love and adore my work that I do here. I feel like I've met my skills and my passion have collided in order to have a partnership so that I may be able to work with students every day to reach their ultimate goal, which is graduating. That's what we all want to do. We want to graduate. As you possibly can see, I have a couple degrees here, and they're just great reminders that if you put your head into what you desire to do, you set some strong goals, you can accomplish having a degree, certifications, and any other goal that you may want. I most recently had the opportunity to go in the field and meet some military with WGU, and so I got some swag for WGU North Carolina. And I know that most of my students aren't in North Carolina, but I am still going to be giving out some swag over the next couple of months as you reach your goals of making on-time progress, earbuds as you travel, or listening to your work in the gym on your phone. But as you make progress towards your goals, I would love to challenge you to complete your class in the next 90 days, 30, 60, 90 days, and make on-time progress this month. Anyone who makes on-time progress will be put into a little, almost I guess a jar, and a random pick will be made to get some swag here. But today is not about swag. It's really about a couple different things I want to share with you. Let me pull those up and then we'll be able to move forward. Many of my students want to accelerate and go to the next stage in their life and be finished with WGU, although it has brought them great joy. I saw a picture, I got to send that to you, of a frazzled owl to a bright owl who was illuminating once they completed whatever they were working on. But I wanted to share with you 10 steps or 10 things that many of my students who are successful, who are accelerators, who've met on-time progress consistently, who've completed courses, who've decided that school is what they need to do today in order for them to have a better future. So with these 10 steps or guides or whatever you want to take, these are some principles that I believe will help you as you decide and determine if you're wanting to graduate within the next year, the next 6 months, whatever it is, however close you are, I want to share these with you. So, when talking with my students, I find that the most common thing that my most successful students have is that they've made their mind up. They've decided that school is their priority and everything else is a temporary sacrifice. So what does that mean? So many of my students have decided, like, listen, I am going to do this no matter what. I call that a non-negotiable. The outside things such as your children's activities, spending time with your spouse, um, possibly holding off on a promotion, working extended hours. Those sometimes are things that you can't prevent, but they're temporary sacrifices if you don't do them for a certain amount of time. But you have to make your mind up that it's okay. And also, it's very important that you communicate with those persons who will be impacted so that they can support you. The second thing is that weekends are course endings. Like they use their weekends to end the course, to take their test, to set a date, and they study during that time. The extracurricular things, like I said before, are postponed or they are short-lived in order to have more time spending on reading, studying, writing, talking with their course instructor, setting goals, whatever it may be. The third thing is the third thing is they have an open relationship with me, their mentor. They're open to the mentor-mentee relationship. Do you not know that, well, I'll just say this. I've invested probably $5,000 to $10,000 in a period of time for just personal development and coaching. Coaches don't come free. But the valuable part of having a coach is first, they're your accountability partner. They understand your goals, they understand your visions, and they let nothing stop you. When you understand that type of relationship with a mentor and their mentee or coach and their client, whatever it may be, then you begin to value that relationship. Listen, $6,000 to go to WGU for 2 terms, which is 6 months apiece, is nothing when you think about the coaching and development and personal development, the resources that are available to you. There's so many different resources. You have to recognize me as your supporter, the person who's going to encourage you. I am not, you have to understand, I am not the homework checker. I am not your cop to make certain that you are actively working in your work. I am here to help you meet the goals that we set weekly so that you can be consistent and actually achieve and obtain the goals. So you have to recognize that. Once you recognize that and you're ready to move forward, then you will understand that you have to create structure and a plan with me. You have to create structure and a plan with your family. You have to create structure and a plan with your work hours. My students, the majority of the people who want to be accelerators are the one who's creating those plans. I'm not the one who's creating them. I'm supporting them, but they are actually saying, hey, this is what I want to do. They lead me, they guide me, they show me what they want, and I am here to help feed them and to help meet their needs. The fifth thing is that they leave excuses in the past. We have exes, we lose them because we don't need them. We keep those exes in the past. And so that's how you have to do with your excuses. Leave them behind. Yes, they're far and in between. And when they do come up, they recognize them quickly. Like when life happens, when they have to work overtime, they recognize that that's temporary stuff that's getting in the way, and they may have to shift for a moment in efforts to move forward. Also, they, like I said, involve their spouses and loved ones, their friends, their work. If they have spoken to their employer, they let those people who are closest to them in this intermediate circle of accountability partners. They also make room for their future. So I want to make sure I'm reading this. They make room for their future, and they also understand that today they have to show up how they see themselves in the future. So you say, well, I want to be a manager. I want to get this degree so that I can be better. But you can't get a degree and be that person. You're becoming that person as you're working towards your degree. So being able to be a manager or a CEO or whatever you desire to advance yourself from where you are today, you have to show up as that person. So I'm encouraging you to visualize, what is that person doing? How are they feeling? Who are they working with? What lessons are they learning in that day? And begin to adopt those principles in your day in and day out. Work, and become that person today and not in the future. Because see, you're working towards your future, but if you can become that person, someone told me their father always told them, dress not for the job that you have, but the job that you desire. So that person may have been doing janitorial work. They may have been selling things at a retail store. They may have not been they may have been in an entry level position. Whatever the case, dress like the person that you want to be tomorrow. Then you have to realize that if at first you don't succeed, get back up and do it again. Yes, you already have tasted, you already know what failure feels like, so you won't hurt the second time, right? Or the third time. Just keep going. You know, a lot of students get stuck when their advisors or their enrollment counselors, anyone tells them to pause, to revise. You're getting better. It's not a time to stop. It's a time to continue to stretch yourself to your fullest ability. Stretch yourself to your fullest ability. There's not a excuse in the world that should say you should quit when times get tough. I said this yesterday. I believe that you're at your weakest point, at your breaking point, when you're about to quit, it's a point where you find your greatest strength. So I'm encouraging you to keep moving forward. Here's the final thing. Communication is key. It's key in relationships. It's key to your associates. It's key to your managers. It's key to anything that you want to do. So it's important that you talk with me when you feel down, when you feel discouraged, when you feel like you can't get to the next level in your life, when you feel like things aren't working the way that you would like them to. It is important that we have communication. Like I said, I'm not the cop. I'm not a police. I'm not someone who is checking to make sure that you're fulfilling your obligations. I am your support. I am your mentor. And I consider you my friend. And friends don't let friends fall. Friends don't let friends get hurt. And friends certainly don't let their friends quit. I believe in you. I believe in you. And for that reason, I wanted to share with you these steps or principles or whatever it may be that I've discovered from some of my students who graduated already or who desire to graduate or who are accelerating and consistently putting forth the effort every month, every day, every time they're thinking about their future and they're doing what they want to do in their future today so that they can be even better. If you have any questions, if you would like some additional encouragement, let me know. I look forward to working with you continuously until that day you walk across the stage or that day you receive your degrees. And I want you to know that you can do all things. I'm here to support you. You are going to do it. And I'm glad that you chose WGU. And I'm also happy that my skills and my passion allow me to meet you. Have a great day, and remember to shine your light very, very bright.